Thanks for choosing RTV News. I'm Isabel Masozera with the headlines. Officials from Barbados have asked that Rwanda begins flights to their country so as to facilitate trade. Also coming up, the Ministry of Infrastructure has announced that Rwanda has purchased a cargo plane with the capacity of carrying 23 tons. Thanks for choosing RTV News. Now, top of our edition, officials from Barbados have asked that Rwanda begins flights to their country so as to facilitate trade. This comes following agreements signed between Rwanda and the Caribbean island nation in the aviation and sports sector. Seljin Tore begins this edition.
The agreement takes Rwanda another step forward in her journey to become a major international aviation hub in Africa.
This means airline from Rwanda or just airline from Barbados, they should operate between two countries, of course, in the transport of passenger and cargo, as we discussed earlier. And then, of course, this is like promoting the trade between two countries, and then promote the tourism between two countries. It's a very good achievement between two countries, and then also it's a very good opportunities between two countries.
The delegation from Barbados believes the commencement of Rwandair flights between the island nation and Rwanda should be a priority.
While we do this type of business, we have to be able to reach each other easily. For me to get from Barbados to Rwanda would mean normally traveling 8 hours to get to England and then waiting around for an hour or two to catch a plane and another 8 hours to get to Rwanda. So that is about 18 hours, the better part of a day, in order to get here. If we could have Rwanda Air fly directly into Barbados, as I hope we soon will, then that would be a flight that would be about 6 or 7 hours. And I think you can see automatically how much easier it would make the business of commerce between ourselves.
Rwanda stands to gain immensely from the agreement.
And talking about opportunities, we have immense opportunities. We have opportunities in International Financial Center, learning from each other. I'm talking government to government, but even for private sector. Infrastructure-wise, we were talking about tourism, we were talking about information technology. They like the mobile payment system that we have in Rwanda. So the mobile payment facility or platform that exists in Rwanda, including the government platform Irembo, is so welcome there. This is a unique opportunity to go and do the e-government of an entire country.
The Rwandan business community is looking forward to the opportunities trade with Barbados will bring as the push to promote Made in Rwanda products continues.
In more news, the Ministry of Infrastructure has announced that Rwanda has purchased a cargo plane with the capacity of carrying 23 tons. Now, exporters have noted that the lack of enough space in the cargo planes destroy their products.
Due to lack of cargo planes, they are used other systems for importing and exporting of goods, as explained by Dr. Theoneste Sikubwabo, who imports chicks, and Senageral, who exports Made in Rwanda products. There might be someone willing 30 or 20,000 of chicks, but there is not enough place in the plane. And this affects the development of our businesses, because if today we are able to provide 1,200,000 chicks, if we reach like 2 or 3 million, this would be great, and this would generate income to the country in general.
byatunezeza kandi n'amafaranga twaba turi kwinjiza mu gihugu yagenda yiyongera.
Hari aho dukoresha inzira y'amazi.
There are times we use boats and planes. Leaders of our country find solutions to these in terms of expanding the airports, and they find that some big air service companies pass by here in Kanombe. We believe that the solution is coming. Rwanda transports our products, but also other companies do.
No ku zindi nabyo twongera bitewe n'ahantu zijya naho zikagenda zidufasha.
Marie-Ange Claudine Ngabire, who exports avocado fruits, say that when her products are not transported, perish.
Sometimes I book a place in Rwanda, and we're sometimes many, and you book again in Ethiopian Airlines. And sometimes when the time comes, you find that due to different circumstances, our products will not be transported. But because we believe that the plane will be available, we communicate with our customers about it too.
The Minister of Infrastructure, Dr. Ernest Sabimana, states that the government has found a solution to these problems and purchased a cargo plane.
Hafashwe umwanzuro yuko hagomba gushakwa indege nini yihariye igomba gutwara iyo mizigo.
We also taken the decision of purchasing the cargo plane in addition to the planes that carry passengers and few of the goods. You heard some of those having agricultural businesses and other businesses that they are ready to explore into the destinations of this cargo plane. So the plane is available, all requirements were cleared, but before going on board, the plane must have various licenses and other technical checkings, but all of these are being finalized, and in the near future, the plane will start to be used. The National Institute of Statistics of Rwanda demonstrates that in September 2022, Rwanda imported goods worth $84.30 million, approximately 84 billion Rwandan francs, using the air transport, while the exported goods worth $51.69 million, approximately 51 billion Rwandan francs. Prince Manzi, RwandaTV News.
Thank you, Prince. Now to health news. Health sector players in Rwanda say that they are confident that by the end of the year or by the beginning of next year, 2023, they will be able to begin operations in terms of substituting kidneys locally. Patients who have been on dialysis machines for a very long time appreciate this course of action.
Damour Seleman, a film actor, is one of the people who suffered from the kidney disease. In March 2021, when RB visited him in the University Teaching Hospital of Kigali, his 2 kidneys were damaged due to the hypertension that he was not aware of. I am 44 years old. I was sick of the kidney disease when I was 41. He went in India afterwards with the help of the Ministry of Health, and his kidneys were substituted. Now, he told the RBA team that his life is awesome. I was always at the hospital on the oxygen machine because sometimes I had shortage of breath. When your kidneys were damaged, water flows into the lungs and you breathe narrowly. Your legs become bigger, you get weak. I was given the kidney by a person who is not a relative, but with the same blood group and other small requirements. The kidney I was given is fine. I was back from India in January this year. I am working. I am acting together with Kanyombya and Sperancia. Life moved on. What I do is to follow the guidelines of the doctors, including not drinking alcohol, tobacco, and others. On the other hand, Letitia Nikuze, of 34 years, who is sick of the kidney, is requested to check with the University Teaching Hospital of Kigali at least 3 times in a week for filtering her blood using the dialysis machine.
My kidneys were affected when I was 12 years old. They took care of me, and it was okay for me at the time. In 2018, that is when it became worse, and I started using the dialysis machine. I have 1 kidney, and the other one is sick. It was removed. It is not easy for me to come here 3 times a week. I sometimes feel like it is not easy coming here at all because I'm weak, but I keep trying my very best.
It costs 100,000 Rwandan francs to filter blood once. Dr. Oswald Habyarimana, specialized in treating kidney-related diseases in the University Teaching Hospital of Kigali, states that there are more than 20 patients whose kidneys need to be substituted. The dialysis machine is not enough. A normal kidney produces blood and maintains a healthy balance of salts and minerals. So it means that someone on the dialysis machine will also take medicine to normalize the rates of these minerals. the kidney given lasts longer, you continue activities normally. The chief medical officer at the King Faisal Hospital, Dr. Foster Sendegea, states that there are more than 50 patients in need of kidneys. And this is only done outside the country, but in the near future, the service will be provided in Rwanda. About preparations, we are ready in terms of people providing this service, the place, tools, medicines, laboratories. We believe that before ending this year or in the beginning of the next year, we will start operations of substituting kidneys. It is important because many of the patients that go outside the country are the ones needing substitution of kidneys. Being given a kidney is a dream that Letitia Nikuze had for a while.
I wish I can be given a kidney so that I can heal and return to my normal life. It is good that this service will be available in Rwanda. I can't wait. I have dreams of working and developing myself and others and forget about the pain. I was a businesswoman.
Dr. Emile Rwamasirabo, a health expert, states that for the substitution of kidneys to be done in Rwanda demonstrates how the country prioritizes its citizens. The government took the decision that these services are to be undertaken here because sending people outside the country is not something to rely on. Someone having a kidney patient, this step will give them hope that they will not die. Many of these patients, when not given this service of kidney substitution, they die. Experts urge people to prevent themselves from anything that could damage their kidneys, including non-communicable diseases like malaria, infections, and others. Prince Manzi, RTV News.
Thank you, Prince. And indeed, what a wonderful report to see. Well, moving on to money matters, economic experts say that online forex trading services can have a serious impact on the economy if they are done in an illegal manner. Now, the Capital Market Authority has reiterated this warning to companies that deliver services to investors.
Currently in Rwanda, investment based on the stock market exchange is progressing compared to the previous years, where this development is accompanied by modern technology, which is also related to the fact that the stock market exchange has increased its trading opportunities globally, leading to the revival of online forex trading. Although online forex trading seems to be modern and facilitates the stock market exchange, economic experts express the issues that might occur when it's done without following guidelines.
Online forex trading is it's an opportunity, a business opportunity offered by the technology for people to invest online to get the return on their investment. However, it comes with some risks. This risk of scamming. There are so many companies who have been scammed actually. The reason is simple. Whoever wants to invest, you just trust the technology. You are not sure who is that company, offering the investment opportunity. You don't know where to find them. So in case you fall in the wrong arms of people who are scammers, then you can get scammed. However, I think it's a role of regulators to put in place a legal framework.
The Capital Market Authority in Rwanda released a notice for investor protection against unlicensed capital market business, as Noeda Modigo, who is in charge of inspection at the Capital Market Authority, points out the reason behind this notice.
Recently, we were warned, called by different people, saying that they are being advised to invest in online trading, and yet this is yet to be regulated area in this market. So, as you know, the Capital Market Authority has the mandate to protect investors. So, as the regulator, and as the institution with the mandate to protect investors, we felt that it is important that investors out there are cautioned about this type of investment. it's not it's a new concept. No, it has been there for a long time, but the way it has been approached, that's where we felt that it is important that investors are cautioned, simply because the CMA is yet to put in place regulations regulating or governing service providers in this area.
Noela Murigo also cautioned the investors to pay attention to these companies, where the Capital Market Authority has not yet established the guidelines.
It is a risky market, so as we are looking forward to put in place the regulations and all the safeguards necessary for this type of service, we felt that it is necessary that the investing public be made aware, so that in due course they will get to know that now we have A, B, C service providers who are allowed to provide such services. But as of now, they aren't.
According to the 2011 law regulating capital market in Rwanda, states that no person shall carry out capital market business in Rwanda unless he or she is licensed, approved, or exempted under this law. Adam Squizera, RTV News.
Thank you, Adams. Now, people with visual impairment urge those who use roads, especially car drivers, to respect their rights and to note the importance, beg your pardon, of white canes. Olive Ntete gives us a closer look.
On Wednesday, Rwanda celebrated the International White Cane Day. The white cane is used by visually impaired people during various movements. Celebrating this day included a walk called the White Cane Demonstration Walk and a street challenge where people were blindfolded and were provided with a white cane to cross the road. This aimed at teaching various people who uses the road, including pedestrians and drivers, the importance of white cane and to remind them to give priority to people with visual impairment while crossing roads or even during various other movements. Gatsinzi Emery, a Rwandan artist known by the name Riderman, also participated in the street challenge. He said that he learned the importance of this white cane during the challenge.
It was really hard because when you are blindfolded, you can't totally see what is going on. The white cane guides you. They were even helping me so that I can know where I'm going without facing obstacles. I would like to request all those who use roads, especially drivers, to give priority and attention to people with visual impairment. And I think that even if you are rushing for work or other various programs, taking a minute or two, help people with this disability won't harm you at all.
Some of the visually impaired people point out some of the challenges they usually face while using roads.
So as a white cane user, most of the time we have inaccessible streets. Streets are not quite accessible, so that I feel comfortable when I'm moving. Again, people do not have enough skills around what white cane is and what to do with a white cane user, a person with visual impairment. So actually it's all about inaccessible streets and sometimes, if I can call it ignorance, I don't know, or skills which are limited to know how to handle a person who uses a white cane.
We are still facing many challenges because many people, they don't know the importance of this white cane.
Dr. Beth Mukarwego, the president of the Rwanda Union of the Blind, points out that these white canes are expensive and that there should be facilitation in accessing them.
I would request the government of Rwanda to assist people with visual impairment to get the white cane using their mutuelle de santé so that they can get it at a cheap price. It may be included because this is something that we need. It's something like medical. When you are given an opportunity to get a white cane, you feel that you are very comfortable in moving in the environment and doing things without the need of a support of a person who is seeing.
The International White Cane Day was first celebrated in Rwanda in 2009, and it is celebrated every year on the 15th of October. Olive Ntete, RTV News.
Thank you, Olive, and a call for us all to extend empathy while using the roads. Now, moving on, farmers in Kirehe district of the Eastern Province say that using manure has proved an effective way of keeping up yields despite the irregular rainfall patterns due to climate change and its effects. Meanwhile, the Adapting of Climate Change in Lake Victoria Basin project that currently operates in Kenya, Tanzania, Burundi, Rwanda, Uganda as well, has been helping farmers to adopt in more ways than one.
We are realizing that nature is also reaching some limits. So now we need alternatives that can help communities to also ease the pressure. And therefore, alternative sources that do not rely on climate per se are also important as part of the adaptation strategies.
I hope we earned the pleasure of your time. Thank you so much for choosing RTV and RTV News. I am Isabel Masozera, and on behalf of the entire team here at RTV, thanks for watching.